Hi, Sean.
Yeah, hi.
How are you today?
Good. So, how are you today? What do we have today?
Yeah, I'm good. So today we will talk about British accent.
Yeah, I'm doing makeup for the party tonight. And what do you want to have about the British accent?
Yeah. So do you have a model? I mean, the one who is British to practice after.
So you mean that you want to ask me about the model that I would like to practice after to improve my British accent?
Yeah.
Well, you see, there are a lot of famous figures who come from England, like Emma Watson. Do you remember her? Okay.
Of course.
Or Emily Blunt. Yeah. And okay, let's see. Or you see Adele. Okay, very famous figure.
Yeah.
And yeah, or even male figures like Tom Hiddleston. Remember him who plays Loki? It's my idol. Yeah, very handsome. And the one is Justin Statham with a very sexy, amazing, sexy, appealing Cockney accent. Okay. Yeah, and I love, Emma Watson the most. Okay. Yeah.
Okay, so how many accents from the UK you can name?
Wow, so you mean that you want to know about many kinds of accents from the UK? Well, I can't name all of them because I just know a few of them. So I would name some very famous accents from the UK like RP. Have you ever heard about RP before? No?
Yes, I have.
Yeah, RP is received pronunciation, which is mostly spoken by Londoners, and you can hear or you can listen. You see RP accent from BBC learningenglish.com on the YouTube channel or on BBC websites. Okay, and the next one is. You say posh English, or we can call it the Queen English. I'm sorry, I can't remember exactly how we can speak posh English because I'm not good at it. I'm rather quick. And it's very complicated and very hard to mimic or imitate. Yeah, and the next one, I think it's very famous and very lovely to many people. That is, Cockney accent. You can hear a little bit from my voice.
Now, can you demonstrate it?
You mean that Cockney accent?
Yeah.
It's so weird because I'm not good at it. As I told you that I'm just working on it. I love Cockney accent, to be honest, but because I'm Vietnamese and I'm working on it every single day, to recognize about Cockney accent, and you can see the typical feature of this kind of accent is people often drop T in the middle, or at the end of words. For example, in RB accent, people will say water, okay, but in Cockney people will say water. So we can say that, bring me a bottle of water. Or no, something like, bring me a bottle of water. Okay, yeah. So I told you that people often drop T in the meal or meal or at the end of words. And say for Cockney accent, and you can see another typical feature that is really recognizable is we often forget, or we often we do not say H sound. For example, instead of saying house or horse, but in Cockney accent, people will say, I can buy a house, okay, but I can help you, okay. Or one more thing, like instead of saying hello, you can say oh, okay. Hello, mate, okay. That is kind of Cockney accent. It's really funny when you hear for the first time, but because I think it's really lovely and it's really unique and amazing, very sexy, as I told you before. Yeah, I love this one very much. And okay, and another feature of Cockney accent is I, okay, I. It shortens and it's deeper, rather than you say the sound of, RP pronunciation. For example, instead of, saying that good night, okay, you say that it's very, good night. But in Korean accents, we often say good night. Or instead of saying that we have a nice house, we say that we have a nice house. Or noise. Or, okay, really, it's deeper, inside your voice. And I love that. You see, I love the accent very much. I'm working on it. Hope that in the future I can master this accent. Okay.
Thank you. Very lovely. So, in your opinion, what is the difference between American accent and British accent?
Okay. So the most striking feature that we can, distinguish between American accent and American English and British English is the sound of T. Because you say in American English, people often, transform the T into the D sound, for example, water. But Americans often say the water, okay, or say T, but Americans often say that city, okay. So the T sound is very, very different. But now I'm sorry that I can't I can't show you say other features to see the differences between American English and British English, because recently I almost forget the sound of American English, to be honest. But I can.
Can you speak English like American now?
Yeah, to tell you that it's very hard for me right now because I'm trying to working on my British accent, and I do not have the habit of listening all kinds of materials from American. Recently. So if you want to hear a little bit about my American accent, so let me try. So give it a try. It's so weird, but okay. So do you know that 35 people? Something like, do you know that 35% of people prefer listening rather than reading? Yeah, so like music, but. Yeah, I'm nervous. Sorry, I can't master it.
Very good.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, one more thing. How can you improve your British accent?
I listen all day and all night for the model I love, like Emma Watson or Emily Blunt. I often listen many kinds of videos on the YouTube channel. Just to say British accent only, to immerse myself into it and focus myself into one kind of accent. So from the beginning of improving and trying to practice this kind of accent, and I just stick myself into one accent, and I play all kinds of videos of British accent all day and all night, and I even do not use a shadowing technique for that. I just listen simply because I love it. And for many people and many students or other people often ask me the question like how you can improve that accent, and I say, well, you can speak whatever what accent that you like. And from the British accent like me, and you can turn on all kinds of videos related to that accent, and one day you can see that you can remember very clearly, very distinctly about that sound, and suddenly you can speak like that, and every single day you improve it day in and day out, and one day you can master your accent. I'm working on my Cockney accent. Like one day I will say that I can buy O's, okay? So bring me a bottle of water. Something like that. It's very funny but lovely to me. Yeah.
Okay, thank you for your sharing your experience. See you next time.
Thank you. You're so lovely.